Today we will study transamination and deamination process. So first of all, we'll discuss about amino acid metabolism. The amino acid undergoes certain common reactions like transamination reaction followed by deamination for the liberation of ammonia. The carbon skeleton of the amino acid is first converted to keto acid, which meet one or more following fates like utilized to generate energy, used for the synthesis of glucose, formation of fat or ketone bodies, and production of non-essential amino acid, etc. This is metabolic fate of D-amino acid. The extra form of amino acid is converted into alpha-keto acid in the presence of D-amino acid oxidase enzyme. In this reaction, FAT is converted into FADH2 and water molecule is required to separate amino group from D-amino acid in form of ammonium. In next step, alpha-keto acid is converted into L-amino acid by the same process, that is transamination reaction, and it is also used for the production of glucose, fat, and to generate energy. Around 10 to 15% of body energy requirements are met from the amino acid. The amino acids are converted into carbohydrate and fat. Amino acid catabolized in four stages: transamination, deamination, ammonia transport, and urea cycle. Next, transamination reaction. The transfer of an amino group from an amino acid to a keto acid with the formation of a new amino acid and a new keto acid is known as transamination reaction. This reaction is catalyzed by a group of enzyme called transaminase, and it is also known as aminotransferase. It requires pyridoxal phosphate, which is a coenzyme. This reaction takes place in liver, kidney, heart, brain in the presence of adequate amount of the enzyme. This is transamination reaction. In this reaction, alpha keto acid is converted into alpha amino acid in the presence of transferase enzyme, transaminase enzyme, and this enzyme is also known as aminotransferase. These are, there are some silent features of transamination reaction. First, all transaminase enzyme require PLP, that is pyridoxal phosphate. No pre-amino liberated in this reaction. Only the transfer of amino group is seen. Transamination is reversible. There are multiple transaminase enzymes which vary in substrate specificity. AST and ALT make a significant contribution for transamination. It is important for redistribution of amino group and production of non-essential amino acid. It diverts excess amino acid toward the energy generation. It undergoes transamination to finally concentrate nitrogen in glutamate. All amino acids except lysine, threonine, proline, and hydroxypyridine participate in transamination reaction, and it involves both catabolism and anabolism since it's reversible. This is also transamination reaction. Basically in transamination reaction, a pair of amino acid and keto acid is involved. In this reaction, amino acid first is converted into alpha keto acid first in the presence of transaminase enzyme, which is also known as aminotransferase. And this enzyme performs its action in the presence of pyridoxal phosphate, or we can say that this enzyme is pyridoxal phosphate dependent. Simultaneously, alpha keto acid 2 is converted into amino acid 2. This is mechanism of transamination reaction. There are two steps, step 1 and 2. In step 1, transfer of amino group from amino acid 1 to the coenzyme pyridoxal phosphate to form pyridoxamine phosphate. Amino acid first is converted to keto acid second. In step 2, amino group of pyridoxamine phosphate is then transferred to a keto acid 1 to produce a new amino acid 2, and enzyme with pyridoxal phosphate is regenerated. Next, deamination reaction. The removal of amino group from the amino acid in form of ammonia is known as deamination process. Deamination results in the liberation of ammonia for urea synthesis. The carbon skeleton of amino acid is converted to keto acid. It may be either oxidative or non-oxidative reaction. Only liver mitochondria contain glutamate dehydrogenase, which deaminate glutamate to alpha-ketoglutarate and ammonia. It needs NAD positive as coenzyme. It is an allosteric enzyme and activated by ATP and inhibited by GTP. Oxidative deamination is a type of deamination process. In this process, the liberation of free ammonia from the amino group of amino acid coupled with oxidation. It takes place in liver and kidney, and oxidative deamination is to provide ammonia for urea synthesis and alpha keto acid for a variety of reactions including energy generation. Uh, Glutamate dehydrogenase enzyme is used to eliminate amino group from amino acid in form of ammonia by oxidative deamination process. So glutamate is a collection center for amino group and it rapidly undergoes oxidative deamination. It is catalyzed by GDH to liberate ammonia. It can utilize either NAD positive or NADP positive. This conversion occurs through the formation of an alpha aminoglutarate. This is reaction. So in this reaction, L-glutamate is converted into alpha aminoglutarate in the presence of glutamate dehydrogenase enzyme. And in next reaction, alpha aminoglutarate is converted into alpha ketoglutarate in the presence of same enzyme, that is glutamate dehydrogenase enzyme. Water molecules also involved in conversion of alpha aminoglutarate into alpha ketoglutarate. And finally, in this reaction, amino group from L-glutamate is eliminated in form of ammonia. There are some metabolic significance of this reaction. This reaction is reversible, both anabolic and catabolic. Regulation of glutamate dehydrogenase activity. It consists of 6 identical units, subunits, etc. Amino acid oxidase enzyme is also used to eliminate ammonia, amino group from amino acid in form of ammonia by the same process, oxidative deamination. So amino acid oxidase enzyme exists in two forms, levo and dextro. These forms are L-amino acid oxidase and D-amino acid oxidase. There are some flavoproteins and cofactors which are also used for this process. These are FMN and FA2, which act on corresponding amino acid to produce alpha keto acid and ammonia. This process takes place in liver, kidney, and peroxisomes. Activity of levo form of amino acid oxidase is low. It plays a minor role in amino acid catabolism. Levo form of amino acid oxidase act on all amino acid except glycine and dicarboxylic acid. Activity of dextro form of amino acid oxidase is higher than that of levo form of amino acid oxidase. Dextro form of amino acid oxidase degrade D-amino acid in bacterial cell wall. This is oxidative deamination process of amino acid by levo form of amino acid oxidase enzyme. In this reaction, L-amino acid is converted into alpha keto acid in the presence of L-amino oxidase enzyme. In this reaction, FMN, flavoprotein FMN is used and it is converted into FMNH2. The conversion of FMN into FMNH2 is reversible. When FMNH2 is converted into FMN, half molecule of water will form one molecule of hydrogen peroxide. And in the presence of catalase enzyme, hydrogen peroxide release water molecule and half molecule of oxygen. Next, non-oxidative deamination process. This is a direct deamination process without undergoing oxidation. Amino acid dehydratase enzyme is used to eliminate amino group from amino acid in form of ammonia by non-oxidative deamination process. There are some amino acid like serine, threonine, and homoserine which undergoes this process. They also undergo non-oxidative deamination catalyzed by pyridoxal phosphate dependent dehydratases. The serine threonine and homoserine converted into their respective keto acid in the presence of amino acid dehydratase enzyme, and it release amino group from these amino acid in form of ammonia. This enzyme is also PLP dependent. Next enzyme, amino acid desulfiderases. Cysteine is converted into pyruvate. Cysteine is an amino acid and pyruvate is a keto acid. So amino acid is converted into keto acid in the presence of amino acid desulfiderases enzyme. It also eliminates amino group from amino acid in form of ammonia. Next, histidine is converted into uroconate in the presence of histidase enzyme.